going on, everybody? Welcome back to new live streaming. How you guys doing? Yes, we are live here again on Facebook and Instagram. How you guys doing? Welcome everybody on a new live streaming on Sunday. So let's have some fun together today. How you guys doing? Is everything okay? All right. Let me do a quick check if everything is working fine. I hope so. It's always challenging to do live streaming when you are playing, the drums and you're doing a live streaming. It's not that easy. All right. So, as always, guys, if you guys, notice something is wrong with the audio or video quality, just let me know and I'll do my best to, to fix the problem. Okay? How you guys doing? Welcome, everybody. It's a great pleasure being here again, having some fun together. As always, guys, I'm here to, to share a little bit my passion with you guys about funk drumming, and also to interact with you, to have a conversation with you. Okay, so if you guys have some questions, just let me know. You can use, if you are on Facebook, the comment section, or if you are on YouTube, you can use the chat box. Okay, so I'm happy to reply to your questions. Okay, so. Ciao Federica. Cosa hai scritto? Porca boia Simone, è proprio il funk che ti scorre. Grazie, benvenuta nella live. So, welcome everybody. So, today it's a special day because it's a funky day. And we are going to have some funk talking about one of the most important concepts related to funk drumming, which are, ghost notes, okay? So ghost notes are the most important thing to play on the drums when it comes to playing funk, okay? Because actually you can't play funk if you don't know ghost notes, okay? So it's an important topic and an important, technique to learn, okay, if you want to play funk, okay? And I will show you today 3 grooves written by me, in which I will show you some of the most used ghost note combinations that you can apply in minutes in your playing, okay? So this is an intermediate beginner live streaming session. So if you are an intermediate drummer, a beginner drummer, you are in the right place, in the right time to learn, I hope, something useful for you, okay? So let's begin with the first groove, and I can see that there are also some Italian drummers connected, so let me do a quick introduction also in Italian, ok? Ciao ragazzi, benvenuti a tutti. Vi vedo che c'è qualcuno dall'Italia che è connesso. Benvenuti a tutti nel live streaming. Come state? Sempre un caro piacere stare qui con voi e parlare un pochino insieme di funk e avere un po' di groove da suonare insieme. Allora, oggi parliamo quindi delle ghost notes, siccome me l'avete chiesto in parecchi, di approfondire un pochino questo argomento che vedo che interessa un po' di batteristi, ecco. Allora oggi ho deciso di accontentarvi, ok? Era già in programma in realtà di fare una cosa di questo tipo, però visto che me l'avete chiesto in più di una volta sui social, allora ho detto ok, domenica prossima la facciamo. E quindi eccoci qua, oggi parliamo un po' di ghost notes, vi faccio vedere un po' delle combinazioni che secondo me sono le più utili, ecco, per suonare funk, ok? Perché come dicevo prima nell'introduzione, non possiamo suonare funk se non conosciamo le ghost, ok? Quindi è una cosa abbastanza interessante da fare, semplice, quindi se siete di livello beginner, intermediate, insomma, siete nel posto giusto, ok? So, let's begin the live streaming with the first groove, which is this one, this guy right here, right? Yes. Okay, let's begin. Again, guys, if you guys have some questions, just let me know, okay? Um, so this is the groove. This is the first groove that we are going to play today, okay? As you can see, it's very easy and straightforward. So we got some 8 notes to play on the hi-hat, Mr. Hi-hat here. And again, of course, ghost notes, because that's why we are here today, okay? Ghost notes here are played on the second and on the fourth 16 note, which is the I think the most important combination when it comes to playing ghost notes, okay? And also the kick drum, it's a bit syncopated. It's not that hard, okay? It's funny to play, okay? And an important thing about the groove that I'm going to show you in a minute is that we are going to play it with a swing feel, okay? This is an easy groove, and I think that when we are playing a groove like this one, which is easy, as you can see from the transcription, it's cool to add that extra, that extra thing to the groove with a swing feel. Okay. Later, I will show you also the straight 8 version. Okay. So you will notice the difference between the two interpretations. Okay. But this groove, it has to be played with a swing feel. Okay. So let me show you very quickly how this groove sounds like. Okay. So let's see what happens. Okay, so as you can see, as I told you, the groove is very easy, very straightforward to do, to play. Um, and that's why it is so damn funny to play, okay? Because it's simple, you can play it in a minute. And it's cool when you are able to play something which is easy, but at the same time very funny to do. Okay, and I can play this groove for decades. Okay, forever, for years, because I have the best time of my life. You know, when I'm playing funk, when I'm doing a groove like this one. Okay, so the interesting thing about groove here is for sure, you know, the combination that we are playing on the snare drum, okay, with the ghost notes. Because as you can see, we have in the first and on the second beat, we have, you know, this interesting ghost note and rim shot combination, you know, which is, you know, ghost notes followed by a rim shot stroke and then another ghost note. Okay, and the technique, the movement that you can apply to do this, it's very easy, very straightforward. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so as you can see, this is all about, you know, upstroke and downstroke movement. Okay, so you can start with the ghost note. Okay, you can of course hit the snare drum at the center by using just the tip of the stick. Okay, so you can start as close as possible to the snare drum head. This is very important. Okay, because you are playing a ghost note, so you have to be quiet. Okay, don't play too loud. Okay, and then a rim shot stroke. Okay, on the backbeat, and then another ghost note. Okay. Easy, basically. Okay, and the most important thing, of course, when it comes to playing ghost notes is that you have to play ghost notes and the accents on the snare drum at two different levels. You know, you can't play ghost notes too loud. Okay, and you have to be very, you know, careful about the dynamics and the volumes, the intensity. Okay, because the snare drum is one of the most sensitive parts of the entire drum set. Okay, and when it comes, you know, to playing funk, you have to develop a good sounding snare drum, you know, so you have to be careful about dynamics. Okay, so do you guys have some questions about groove, about the topic? Swingando come ci piace a noi. Ci proviamo, ci proviamo. And again, as you can see, it's not that hard, it's not that difficult, you know, everybody can do that. And the kick drum also is a bit syncopated, as you can see. We got on the third beat, we got two, you know, we got a double stroke to play on the kick drum. Okay, on the offbeat and on the fourth 16 note. Nothing crazy, you know, it's not rocket science here, but it has that swing syncopated thing to the on the kick drum, which is cool to do. Okay, and the interesting thing about a simple groove like this one is that when you are confident, okay, when you are able to play it with ease, okay, you can start to add different things into the groove. Okay, so we can play it with a more syncopated approach on the snare drum, and on the kick drum as well. You know, we can add some extra 16 notes, you know, on the hi hat, and we can play it also on the right cymbal. Okay, and we can add this wing feel, this wing pattern. Okay, so I always do this. So I start very simple when I'm studying, something. When I want to find something new to play, I start very simple, very easy. Okay, with a basic groove, like this one. As you can see from the transcription, this is very easy. Okay, so I start easy. Okay, and then I start adding different things. I start to spice up a little bit, little by little, the groove. Okay, and this is what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so I will try now to play the original version of the groove, which is this one, as you can see from the transcription, and then I will add, little by little, some new elements to the groove. So I will add a different kick drum pattern. I will add some different accents on the snare drum. So I will displace, the backbeats in different positions. Okay, so I will try, to be funkier. Okay, or at least I'll do my best. Okay, so let's see what happens. And again, guys, if you have some questions, just let me know. Okay. Okay, so the thing that I was doing was basically to play the original groove, and then I was trying to to transform it a little bit, to add different things. And as you may notice it, after that I added new elements, I was always keep going back to the original version. Okay, and it's cool, it's funny to to play simple, but also to add different stuff, to spice up the playing. It's an interesting concept and technique, so to speak, okay, that you can apply, okay. And this is actually pretty simple, as you can see, because I'm just playing ghost notes, I'm just playing bad strokes and syncopated accents, just ordinary funky stuff, okay. And if you want to learn more about the concepts that I'm playing right now, you can find something interesting, okay, on the link, at the link in the description, okay, in which you will find a free lesson series, in which I will share with you for free some lessons related to ghost notes, how to play syncopated grooves, how to be funky on the hi-hat, stuff like that, okay. So you can click the link in the description to get access to this free lesson series, okay, if you want to learn more about these concepts, okay. If you guys have some questions, just let me know. Is everything clear? Is everything okay? All right. Yes. Okay, let's keep going with another groove, okay. Okay, so yes, this one right here. This one, yes, this guy. Okay, this is one of my favorite grooves to play, actually, because it has an interesting combination that you can play on the hi-hat and on the snare drum, okay. As you can see from the transcription, in this groove we are not going to play the hi-hat at unison with the backbeats on 2 and 4, okay. And this is a concept and a technique which is very cool to apply in a groove, okay, because this will allow you to have a complete different approach on the groove and on the drums, okay. This may change everything in your playing, okay, because it is actually pretty simple and straightforward to do. It's not that hard, it's not that difficult, because you are playing less notes, you are playing you are not playing the hi-hat and the snare drum at unison with the rim shots, okay. And this is an interesting concept. This is a complete different texture, that you can add in a groove. So the technique is all about this kind of movement that I'm going to show you. Okay, so the thing is, we are going to play the accents, the backbeats, always with the right hand, okay? Because we are doing this kind of movement, and it's so funny to do. And this will open, to endless possibilities, really, literally. It's so funny, it's so funky to do, okay? So let me show you for a second how the groove sounds like, okay? Okay, so the thing is, when you are able to play the groove, you know, at different tempos. Okay, so you know, I played the groove at different tempos. So I started very slow, and then I increased the tempo. Okay, and when you're playing at fast BPM, this technique is so funky, so funny to do. Okay, because you are creating this interesting texture, this interesting you know, sound, you know. And it is also so damn funky to do with a swing fill, okay? Because now I was playing, you know, straight, and in some moments something which was between, you know, swing and straight, okay? But if you play it 100% swing, it's so funky. Let me show you. This is actually one of my favorite grooves to play. Really, it's so funny to do, so funny to do. And when you are able, you know, to master, so to speak, this technique, uh, you can have a really good time on the you know, on the drum set. Okay, and of course you can spice up, you know, the groove a little bit by doing more, you know, syncopated stuff, you know, something like that. Okay, so let me show you in a minute how you can play with this technique in a funky way. Okay, so this is the groove, the basic groove. Okay, so I will now try to add something different. Okay, and again, as always, if you guys have some questions, don't be shy. Okay, do your best shot here, and ask me wherever you want about the grooves. And if you are curious about something related to funk drumming in general, just let me know. Okay, so this is what you can do if you use this technique. So Okay, so you have endless possibilities when you are playing with this technique. Okay, it's so funky, it's so groovy, and it will open up to new possibilities, really, because you know it's a different way to play the groove, and it's so funny to do, really, trust me, guys. So you have to try this technique. You absolutely must know how to do this, and it is very simple, okay, because I'm just doing this, you know. So I'm playing simple stuff, really, and it's all about 16 notes, you know, wa I and the 2 I and the 3 I and the 4 I and, okay? So wa I and the 2 I and the 3 I and the 4 I and the wa I and the 2 I and the 3 I and the 4 I and the. So ghost notes on the second and on the fourth 16 note, and the backbeats are played with the right hand, okay? And that's it. It's not that hard, you know. So and also you can create interesting groove by alternating, you know, unisons, you know, as we used to do, you know, between the the two hands, and this technique in which the hi-hat is not played at the unison with the rim shots. Okay, so you can spice up more, you know, the grooves that you are playing if you add this technique to you know to your normal approach, you know, on the drums. Okay, let me show you. And an interesting thing also, which is related to the ghost notes that you can play when you're doing this technique, is that you have to remember to play ghost notes as close as possible to, of course, to the snare drum head, but at the center of the snare drum. This is very important because it may happen that when you are playing in this way, you know, you can you may end up playing, you know, ghost notes um, close to the edge of the snare drum, you know, and in this way you will have some overtones, okay, and the sound it's not that good, okay. I used to play here on the edge of the snare drum only when I'm playing bud strokes, okay. So this is an important topic to remember, ok? Ragazzi, cari amici batteristi italiani, stavo spiegando un pochino, insomma, questa tecnica, perché credo che ci sia qualche italiano, caro italiano, in ascolto, credo. dove appunto questa tecnica è molto interessante secondo me perché ci permette di essere ehm, veramente più funky, ok? Facendo veramente una scemenza perché io qui semplicemente non sto andando a suonare il Charleston all'unisono con il rullante come facciamo di solito, no? Quindi quello che sto facendo. Ok, il fatto che non andiamo a suonare quel colpo di Charleston all'unisono con il rullante ci permette comunque, secondo me, di dare ovviamente più spazio a livello sonoro proprio alle ghost notes, ok? Che appunto sono l'oggetto di questa live, quindi è importante dargli credito, ok? Se no si offendono e poi mi menano durante i sogni. E quindi è una tecnica molto semplice, molto interessante però da applicare ed è interessante appunto creare dei groove dove andiamo ad avere sia l'approccio standard con il backbeat all'unisono, ma anche questo alternare, ok? Che è semplicissimo. Ok, e la cosa che stavo dicendo poco fa, poc'anzi, in inglese, era che le ghost notes può capitare che quando stiamo suonando in questo modo qui ci venga appunto di suonarle verso il bordo qui del rullante, dove qui però abbiamo un po' di overtones se sentite. Invece qui è pulito. No? Sentite quella differenza? Down, down, ok? Quindi qui sul bordo è un po' più sporco il suono, qua invece è più pulito, quindi le ghost sempre qua al centro, i Buzzrocks invece qua al bordo da paura. Però ecco, può capitare che, sai, possiamo aver magari ecco, paura di beccare, no? Di beccarci le bacchette quando facciamo il rimshot con la destra e quindi magari ci viene per istinto di andare a suonare le ghost il più lontano possibile dal centro, ok? Ci può stare, però cerchiamo di ricordarci appunto che è al centro che c'è il suono bello delle ghost, ok? Ed ecco, è una tecnica molto, molto semplice che io uso molto spesso ed è veramente super divertente perché come vedete alla fine anche il groove che stavo suonando era molto molto semplice, no? Quindi basta poco per aggiungere qualcosa di diverso, ok? So guys, as you can see again, the groove was very simple, very easy, straightforward. So if you are a beginner funk drummer, you can play stuff like that in minutes, okay? You only need to sit at the drums to start playing slower, okay? As low as possible, okay? And then you can increase the tempo, you can speed up, okay? But the combinations are so easy, as you can see. It's not that difficult. It's how you play. It's how you play, not what you play. This is my mantra, and it's the most important thing that you can apply in each instrument, because it's not about what the notes, but how you play the notes, which make the difference, at the end of the day. Okay, so do you guys have some questions? Everything is clear? Just let me know, because I see there are some people connected, and I'm very happy about that. So if you guys have some questions, just let me know about the techniques that I'm using, okay? And you know, um, it's cool. Also, this groove is also cool when you play it swing, but also with a straight way. And this is a magic groove, so to speak, because it works great on both, the interpretations. Okay, so um, let's keep going with the last but not least groove. Okay, which is different from the from the from the other ones, because as you can see we are going to play on the hi-hat two different patterns, because we have a eighth note pattern uh, on the first two quarter notes, and then we are playing on the last two beats the single stroke roll, and I'm sorry, the single paradiddle pattern, between right hand and left hand, on the last two beats, you know, with the kick drum at the unison with the hi-hat in on the second 16 note on the fourth beat. Okay, so again, as you can see, easy. Any beginner, every beginner intermediate drummer knows how to play, you know, a single paradiddle. It's just right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, you know? Easy, okay? And the groove, it has this particular thing, you know, on the hi-hat, but you know, it's you can think the groove you know, the groove it is played in two different versions, so to speak. You know, we got the simple part, which is the first one, the first with the first two beats, you know, with 8 notes, and then the last two beats with the single paradiddle stroke, single paradiddle groove. Okay, so let me show you very quickly how the groove sounds like. And also this groove works better, in my opinion, if you play it with a swing feel, okay? Because, you know, it with a straight 8 version, you know, in straight 8 approach, yeah, it's cool, it's funky, but with this swing feel, it's funkier, okay? Okay, so it's not that hard. It's very easy, very simple. Okay, as you can see from the transcriptions that I was sharing with you guys today. But in my opinion, the actually, if I have to pick just one groove, it's the second one. Okay, this one right here with the most, I think, the most interesting technique, because you know. If you are able to alternate, you know, right hand, left hand on between, you know, the hi-hat and the snare drum, you can create some very interesting grooves. So I highly recommend you guys to have some fun with this concept, with this technique. Okay, so. Okay, so guys, thank you everybody for watching the live streaming. Hope you guys will have a fantastic day, and again, we will see you each other on social media with new funky stuff to learn, with new videos, and see you Sunday, next Sunday, with a new live streaming session. Okay, so have a great time everybody, and see you very soon with some new cool funky stuff to learn. Bye bye, ciao ciao tutti.